Welcome to part 67 of Grand Theft Auto 5, and in this episode, we are going to finally try to cut all ties with the FIB by stealing from the FIB. No, seriously, we're trying to clear not just Steve Haynes and Dave Norton's name, but our names as well, so that way we won't have to do anything else for them. Time for that heist.
Hello, my friend. Hey, what are you looking so cool, calm, and collected for? Guess because I'm not the one who's about to die based on some inappropriate decision I made a long time ago.
Thanks for the moral support. I appreciate it. What the fuck ever happened to burying the past, huh? Any fool should be able to turn over a new leaf, right?
Well, first, your new leaves aren't so very different from your previous leaves. It seems like they fell from a pretty similar tree. And second, this is the age of the internet, my Luddite friend. Nothing is forgotten. There are no new leaves. Everything you do and don't do is recorded forever and used to beat you. This is the age of Judgment Day every day. And in the revelation of that, I'd say that you got off pretty lightly. What with all the murders and the thefts and...
All right. This straight-talking new, tell it like it is reality guy act. It ain't working so well for me.
In that case, don't worry about it. Everything is fine. You're a good man and a great father, really.
It's more like it.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
So what y'all talking about?
the internet age.
The internet age?
Oh, yeah.
Man, ain't we got a highly defended federal building to fucking rob?
Yes, we do. Let's get after it.
I'm gonna miss this place. If we're gonna do this thing and maybe take that score, well, I guess this has all gotta be gone.
All right, with the sad goodbyes.
Okay, folks, we're gonna go on ahead and assault the FIB building, and this is gonna be interesting because I forgot to give Michael body armor. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna surely bite me in the behind. Oh, and in the preparation, depending on who's your gunman,
All right, now let's roll on this thing.
I mean, if you had your gunman
Shit, why you so
with
miserable?
you for every
Must be an
single
age
robbery,
Great. Now there's something to
they
look forward
will
to. What's the plan
like
again,
level
man?
up to the
Please,
point
why
where
didn't
they
you
will
find
be the
someone shoot
best
me for being
person to
so
bring
goddamn
along with you.
miserable?
Oh, what is this?
However, if you get a shitty
Look, I
gunman,
know I'm a miserable old prick, but give me
you'll
a
find
break.
yourself
You
pinned
and
down
Lester.
every
Shit.
single
Well, Glenn was
chance.
feeling sorry for your ass, right?
So
I
yeah,
miss Lester saying
and
that shit,
if
but
I'm
shit,
not
let's feel
mistaken,
sorry for Mike.
I do
White
believe
Michael, poor Michael, who
Chef
robbed
is
banks for 10 years, then got his
actually
slate wiped
available
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
first
Poor
heist.
Michaels, whose homies get in the shit with the FIB out of the kindness of their
Well,
own
not the
heart,
first heist,
but
I
they
mean,
next on the line. Man, where's my get out of jail
Actually,
free
he's
card,
available
motherfucker?
after
sorry,
the whole ordeal with the
what, Mike?
Aztecas. He's
Poor, real
available
easy dude
to
identify with,
be
man.
called upon
Poor me.
for any
Poor me.
heist.
Man, pour me a drink, nigga.
I forgot to
Okay,
mention that, so if you
okay,
pick
I can
Chef,
see.
yeah,
I've been
you
a
had
little
best
caught up in
have
this
another
something.
skilled gunman with you, or at least
Just give
bring
me the
him
plan,
along
okay?
on one or two
All right.
heists to
Here's the
gain
shot.
up his
We're taking a
accuracy,
chopper up to
because
altitude,
Chef
jumping out,
cannot
climbing in
hit
through
to
the
save
Bureau
his
skylight.
life.
We hit the computer system. That might take a while, so we gotta hold
Which
up any resistance.
brings us to
Once
the
we're in
driver.
system, we download the files.
Depending on who the driver
chopper
is,
picks us up.
you'll either have a super fast car where you can
that was real
outrun the
simple,
law,
wasn't it?
or
I'm informed now,
you will
dog. So
have
you
a
wanna
car
ride
that'll
with some more
make it
yourself,
easier
kid?
for
Get
you to
another free
outrun the
therapy
law.
session.
Actually, now that you mention it,
And
fuck.
lastly, the
honest
hacker.
and angry.
If you'd have brought that guy
This
from
is some
Life
of the
Invader
best mental
like
health
I
work
did in
I've
the
done
jewel
in
store
years.
heist,
Man, it's gonna cost you, homie.
problems would have been
You gonna pay for that shit.
even worse than what they will be later on. However, since I got the better hacker, it's gonna be a lot easier to hack in, although things will be randomized, like the password will be randomized every time you try to hack into the system, so bear that in mind. So those are the breaks. No, well, those are basically the whole gist of what's going on with the helicopter route of this mission. Now, if you would have chose the other mission, the other route, you would not get any money for this because the FIB will not pay you, or at least use any money for it. You'll practically get everything yourself, And unfortunately, that would mean you'd have to
All right, we're
get
coming
emergency
up.
vehicles.
Chopper pilot, gunman, driver, and hacker should be ready. I'll
So
radio in.
any emergency vehicles
Guys,
you'll have
we
to
ready?
procure, fight the police, and find them yourself. And meanwhile,
Okay, I
that
need my engineer
janitor's
stationed
outfit we
outside
would
the
have
building
taken,
calling in
it would have
updates.
been just like a stealth mission. You're cleaning up the floors and you're trying to set up bombs to keep the FIB from noticing that you're about to blow up the fucking building. So that route is actually the harder route of the two. What I'm doing is the easier route. And unfortunately, that means we're going to be going up against the FIB head on. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it here. Now it's time for us to hop into the helicopter
All right, you're Haynes'
and
pilot,
prepare
right?
ourselves
We gotta wait until it's
well,
late enough, then we
for
move in the chopper.
takeoff. After all, the FIB is paying for this helicopter from the robbery that we actually made in Polito.
If you want to pilot the first leg, I'll take over once you jump.
Alright folks, Michael is going to fly us into the drop zone, and from there, the pilot will take over and you'll be parachuting onto the landing point. If you went to flying school, this would be a lot easier. Yes, flying school is mandatory. Even though I really don't want to do this, flying school is mandatory for 100%. However, if you fly in a helicopter, you'll still get flying skills regardless. But flying school and I think boating school is mandatory for 100%.
My friend Franklin here called me out for being an ungrateful
Now,
prick on the way over here. I have to
seeing
admit,
as how
I miss.
Trevor is
Everyone's
not
being
in this
paid on
mission,
run except me. But it ain't
Franklin
great
and
money for
Michael
a
are
great
actually
target thrown
going
on your back,
to...
and there's a good
Oh,
chance
actually
they
no,
won't work
Franklin
at
is
all.
getting paid. Michael is taking the cut from this. He's doing this pro bono, while every one of his crew is doing this for free.
I picked you guys out especially for this shit show. So take some
Unfortunately,
from that,
since
Will.
Trevor's not a part of this, he's still on bad terms with Michael. That would mean that Trevor would be out of money. So Franklin will actually get himself a good boost in money, about maybe $200,000, $300,000, depending on how much of a cut total that your crew takes. That's the thing. When you're trying to get a driver, a gunman, and a hacker for this mission, you gotta look at the percentages. Because depending on the percentages, you'll be walking out like a bandit or you'll be shortchanged. The crew I got, I more than likely will be shortchanged. And yeah, I can't balance this bird right to save my life. But at least we'll get to the extraction point. Unfortunately, it's gonna probably be a checkpoint because, spoiler alert, yes, I do die. Alright, we've made it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And sorry if I'm talking over the cutscene, but now it's time for us to jump out of a helicopter.
Landing, fucking firefighter.
So, let's brace ourselves, folks. This is gonna be a doozy.
Come on, what you waiting for? We are.
Ha! I love how he kicks him out of the helicopter.
Come on.
Alright. Get used to skydiving because, although I'm not going to be doing them, even though I said I was going to do skydiving, I'm not going to do it because you actually do need to complete flying school to get the helicopter for one of the skydiving missions for Dom. Make sure that you are not flying or plummeting straight to your death. You want to try to balance yourself out, or at least get to an altitude where you could safely land onto the building. Try not to take too long though. But when you get to the landing point, try to press the left bumper and the right bumper to land, ease off your descent so you won't crash land into. If you do, well, guess what? That's gonna take some health off actually. But since we landed the bullseye, there we go.
Okay.
We got an objective clear for 100%. Everything else, well.
Come on, Franklin. Let's go, buddy.
Got it.
Great. Oh, better than an elevator. Fuck.
Now that you're in the building, head straight for the server
I'm in
room.
the building.
Oh, and a little detail, if Michael doesn't have any plastic explosives, he's gonna have some plastic explosives for this mission only. So with that
locked.
said, they'll give
I'll
him
set the
some
charge.
explosives, at least 10 of them, so you'll be able to blow open the door, so you'll get into the server room. So at least don't worry about that. Make sure you bring grenades though.
The alarm's been tripped.
Yeah, no shit. An explosion will tend to do that. I'm looking at the terminal.
The programs are on your cell phone, connected to the machine.
They better be.
Okay, although you're supposed to hack this within 30 seconds or a minute and 30 seconds, this is actually easier compared to what happened if you would have got the Life Invader guy. We all know how his hacking skills was during the Diamond Heist. So if you got him, this would be a lot harder. But anyway, you're supposed to find the IP address by matching the IP address on the screen with the IP address that you find in the line of IP addresses. It can, but all you have to do is just simply find it,
Okay, connection
press
established.
A, and then continue on. Brute force is a lot different. The codes change. The red letters are the letters you want to trigger. The red letters will spell something, and if you get the red letters all in one go, you will be able to break open the
Okay,
system.
looks like we're
Now,
in.
if you were doing this with the Life Invader guy, this would be a lot harder.
Okay, people, we're rewriting history.
Team's been deployed.
You hear that? We gotta hold them off while this thing completes its process.
This would be harder with the Life Invader guy for one reason and one reason alone. The wait for the server to be hacked.
I'm sticking here. Guarding the
It would
power.
take the Life Invader guy at least twice as long as what it will take for the hacker that you have now. He would still be trying to break into the server,
Get her over the building.
and then he would run into an error problem and have to start the hacking system all over again. So if you probably haven't gone through many hacking missions with him, which by the way you only have 2, well guess what? You will probably find yourself up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Don't die for this shit, dog.
Motherfucker.
So all you're practically doing is trying to hold off the enemy. You can switch over to Franklin at any time and press B to check on the server itself.
FIB chopper, he's on to us. Bringing it down. Incoming! I'm hit! I'm hit! Get it! Round! Stop!
Oh, there goes our extraction.
Riot Cowboys.
Just fantastic.
Totally dead.
He out.
So all we need to do now is
Don't
wait
worry,
for
we
the
got a backup
system
plan.
to finish
Use the
downloading.
harnesses. Rappel from a few floors down.
But whatever the case,
Man, shit.
we're still gonna have to
Smoke bomb. Be cool.
keep fighting until the system is
Yeah,
complete.
Go ahead.
Once you do, we will leave without any problem.
To a couple floors.
By the way, that helicopter crashing is always going to happen,
Alright, got it.
regardless of how well you do or what hacker you have. I'm just saying, time will be even more of a
Oh, leave us be, man.
expense because of the
Think
fact
there's
that
enough
the hacker is... Oh, it's done!
About time.
Crap.
Got it. All right, people. Let's get the hell out of here.
Hacker would still be working on it, and it would probably finally finish right after you get through with the 4th and 5th waves. So using the lady was a good idea. Now then, we're gonna have to bust our way through and gun down anybody that stands in our way. Or at least try not to get gunned down.
There's a dude in
Seriously, not having a weapon is a bad idea. Not having body armor is even worse.
We can't move to the...
Take the shot in the face.
This room get clear.
Yeah,
Let's move.
Michael's actual ability will come in handy.
Stairwells down.
Let's go.
Especially not just for the stragglers, but also for the FIB agents that happen to be waiting around the door. Like that, like those guys right there. Jesus Christ, Michael is almost dead.
Sprinkler system. Can't see anything.
Man, can a hacker shut it off?
Alright, alright, alright. If I just stand back and not get shot,
Atta girl.
I'll be fine.
Whatever we're paying you, you're worth it.
Alright, let's just keep going. Hide, Michael, hide!
Getting out of here, one way or another.
And almost got killed. Thank God I got the automatic shotgun. This will actually work wonders. And thank God most of my health regenerated to like 55%, no, 35%. Sorry about
Over
that.
here, homie.
Let's just keep going and not get caught.
Hey, you got
We're
us.
almost at the halfway point there. Well, sort of, anyway.
Fuck.
Well, he didn't make it.
You sure, man? Cause he might be a...
No, he didn't make it.
Oh, you funny, huh, motherfucker? Man, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, we're too high. The wind will tie us in a knot. We gotta keep moving. Come on, let's go.
Man, fuck.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to take the rappel route. Unfortunately, we will have to go down several flights of stairs in order for us to do so.
This way.
I mean, several floors, actually. But still,
You really want to do this?
as you go down each floor, you're going to be clearing FIB
with me.
agents left and right. And be careful, because there will be FIBs coming out of the smoke that's caused by the fire. And I just ruined off my accuracy. Way to go, me.
On you.
But you will just need to heal yourself with a first aid kit, and I think that's the only one that's here. So this is basically the checkpoint, and God, that guy just came out running. He definitely surprised me.
What we came for.
So with that said,
Out of the way.
you're gonna have to try to move in closer to smoke out the FIB agents, because they're gonna be hiding. Oh, see, just like that.
Rough ass bitch.
And you gotta be careful and make sure they're dead, because the FIB agents love to shoot you while they're on their last breath.
We're getting out of
And
here.
also I lost my bearing there with the controller. So that was an accident.
You really want to do this?
I think we're almost there, just a little bit more. All we need to do is just get there.
You don't want to get in our way.
And there's a guy literally right behind the door.
Always moving.
Come on, come on. Just a little bit more, and all we need to do is just rappel down. No big deal.
Cheers, man. Come on.
I mean, Michael may be low on health, but this will be just fine. All we need to do is just get to the damn area. The area's right there.
Go through here.
And if I somehow die, which I am, come on. Damn it, I didn't click onto my ability in time. God damn it. And unfortunately, I forgot to restart the recording, so oops.
What's going on the outside?
Ground units, air units, every unit in the state is on the way. I don't know if you have the firepower to hold them off. ETA is any minute.
Well, then we better get gone before they show up.
Let's get the fuck out of here then.
Okay, let's blow this joint.
Well, if you died, you'd gone all the way back to where the helicopter fell out the window and had to fight your way back down to this area. But once you do get to this area, all you have to do is rappel down. And that's all you need to do. Hold the A button when you're holding down the left analog stick, or cross if you're playing the PS3 version, and try to rappel all the way down to the bottom. And once you do, you're gonna have to pull out a rocket launcher if you're Michael. If you're Trevor, oh, not Trevor, I mean if you're Franklin, you're gonna have to pull out a I guess you could pull out a sniper rifle, it doesn't really matter. Oh shit, I missed. Well, this'll have to do then.
We're clear. Let's get up. This thing.
Okay, the bird's down. So So now we just get to the rappel point and try to rappel again. This time,
Let's get cracking, man. Unless you feeling at home in
you want to try to rappel as quickly as humanly possible because the ground forces is going to come and try to shoot at you. Come on, goddammit, rappel. Come on, rappel. Thank you, but as I was saying, the ground forces will come and try to shoot at you as quickly as they appear. So on that note, you're going to have to gun down every last person that stands in your way, and goddamn, they took out just about all of my health by surprising me. You bastards. Of course, it was the guy that was on the ground that shot me. See what I mean by having to kill these guys? Ugh, that is so annoying. Now then, let's try that again. We were right at the area anyway, so we just had to kill those last 3 goons and get into the ambulance. By the way, you get a sports car if you got Eddie Toe. You get an ambulance if you got Talia. So that was pretty... We were just right there at the area we just had to come to anyway. So all you have to do is not wreck and just drive away, and you'll be away from the cops.
You lose your dick, okay?
So with that said, all we need to do is just drive away from the scene cautiously.
Frank, I told Les we could use your place for
And just like that, we've pretty much cleared our name and cleared
Great move bringing
the FIB building, albeit with 2 deaths, but still, we cleared the FIB building, and now the FIB no longer has any records of us. For now.
We had it covered.
Oh, really? It was covered, was it?
So, let's not try to attract the police attention because the ambulance is going to probably be too big to actually drive and may accidentally hit pedestrians. You don't want to attract attention.
Oh, man. I thought there was no fucking way.
So on that note,
Lester burned down the business. Hell, why do you think
try to make as sharper turns as quickly as humanly possible up these hills, so that way you won't wreck into cars too badly, because if you wreck into too many cars, obviously the police are going to come after you. But nonetheless, at least we are out of the clear. At least we've gotten rid of the FIB. Now, again, only Franklin is getting paid for this. This would mean that if Franklin isn't at $1 million, he will be by the time he's done with this mission, or should be, because he's at least getting $300,000 out of this. I mean, he should be, but I spent some money on some weapons, so there's that.
What else are we gonna do? Besides,
nonetheless, let's go over to Franklin's house to celebrate on not just a job well done, but finally getting off of the FIB's payroll. And no one will ever think to look at a suspicious house in Rockford Hills. No one.
Damn, Franklin.
Oh, Jesus. Any longer and I was gonna torch this place too. Hey, you did it!
We did it.
Yeah!
Fucking A.
Hey, where's my liquor at, dog?
I got it. It's right here.
Let's go, come on.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Shit.
There you go.
Man, you may be a conflicted, hypocritical, self-loafing old bastard, dog, but there's no one else I'd rather rob a federal building with me.
Amen to that.
Thank you, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, you want another drink?
I think I better stay at least a little bit sober. I gotta deal with Davy and Dickwad yet. Put things to bed.
Man, you want me to roll with you, dog?
No, I probably better do this alone. I mean, we did everything. We're all in this together, right? So as long as we all are not together, there's nothing they can really do to us.
All right, see you, dog.
Take care. Then it's Trevor and I'm out.
Oh, we're gonna need Trevor. Maybe you should give him a call now.
Oh, fuck that. After I take care of this shit.
All right, well, take care of yourself. Frankie!
Lester!
Lester needs a drink!
And we are done this mission. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, the FIB raid is over, and we no longer will have to do anything for the FIB. Yes, it's nice to finally have a clean-cut conscience off of our show.
We hit
Oh,
the bureau for
god
you,
damn
Dave.
it. What are you
I'm
calling
done.
me for now,
Yes,
Dave?
I saw that. Meet me at the court center and I'll
No.
debrief you.
I'm out.
Oh,
Davey.
god damn
From
it.
now on, done.
I appreciate that.
Ah.
I'm trying my best for you, but you and Trevor
Well,
attacking Merriweather?
Turns out Trevor's
Repeatedly,
little endeavors
it doesn't
in
help.
Merriweather
That's Trevor's thing.
kind
Whoever's thing it
of
is, it's unauthorized
caught
and
us
it's dumb.
back
They've been
into the
sniffing around
game,
my
even though
office.
we pulled
really
out.
Need to talk.
So yes,
Really?
we're gonna have to go to
All
the
right.
court
I'll come to
center
the court center.
to meet up with the FIB. But we're gonna hold off on that. Instead, we're gonna deal with Solomon Richards. So on that note, I'll see you guys in part 68 when we finish off Solomon Richards.